G'day, Sparmilly here and welcome back to our Alfa Romeo Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod mini-series. Alright, so I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to episode 7 of our mini-series. We got a decent start on season 2 with Alfa Romeo with our apparently 4th best car on grid, despite having the second worst top speed on grid, so don't read in that too much. This is a bit misleading. But yeah, we got the Istanbul GP coming up, and hopefully we'll get through a decent chunk of the season. But just before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to Fried, Greg, and Java for commenting on the last video. Make sure to leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. I reply to every comment, and you get featured in the next episode as well. Make sure to leave a like way down there as well, and consider subscribing if you're not already. Let's get into it. Okay, so that front wing we built is now complete. We are running a bit behind on improving parts. If you have a look here, we've just managed to get the reliability up to scratch on a couple of the parts, but they still got a lot of potential to go on the performance. So we're going to spend a bit of time just building a long engine part so then we can focus on improving other parts, because we're still second last with Aston Martin behind us on engine. So I don't think we're going to make many more gains in the engine, to be honest, because these components aren't looking fantastic. That being said, that's a plus 25, which isn't too bad at all, and a weight stripping gain, but I don't think, we don't have weight stripping, I can tell you that now, because it's not an option in the race weekend. But we're going to go ahead and do, that's a 1624. That one, and then we'll try 1665. That's a wrist level. We don't want a wrist level. We want to be able to use this this season. I'm going to go ahead that 1705. That's actually a decent improvement. The reliability is absolutely shot, but that isn't too bad. Maybe we can go with that now. Let's go for the performance, and we can work on the reliability. It's going to take 35 days, but it's worth it. Okay, first race of the episode, Istanbul. George Russell wins his 5th race of the season, but McLaren got a decent finish of 3 and 4, which makes them, I think they get more points out the weekend. I'm not quite sure. I can't be bothered doing the math. But the main news of the day is double points finish for us. I think that might actually be one of the first, if not the first, of the entire series. So that is quite exciting. Leclerc was in 9th the whole time, and then Schwarzman got a last lap overtake. As you can see, there was quite a decently long wet period. I think if it wasn't for that wet period, we could have done even better. Because our light footer was kind of neutralized because of the half. We had to pit anyway to go on Inters. So a bit disappointing there, but Max Verstappen outside the points. Again, here's our little benchmark to see how we go. But yeah, Leclerc has got some pace. Like I said last episode, he just seems to be quick now, even though his car's not there. But yeah, decent race, double points finish. It feels like a lot for 3 points, but hey, 3 points that we didn't have before this race. So Paul Ricard, one of my actual favorite circuits to drive in the F1 2021 game. I actually really like the track. It flows well, and it's come through for me again in Motorsport Manager. As you can see there, 5th and 9th. That's a 12-point haul for our boys. We are now 2 points behind 5th place Alpine. We got 37, they got 39. We are putting together some awesome performances. We were actually battling with the McLarens. As I see that Norris did end up finishing in front of us, but we did finish in front of Hamilton, who was behind us for a bit before he was overtaken by Schumacher and Ricciardo. But after Leclerc kept Theo behind him, which is fantastic. Wow, I'm actually really happy with that result. We are now pushing 5th place and not even worrying about 7th place Williams at the moment. Yeah, decent race in Paul Ricard. Ladies and gentlemen, big news. We get our very first podium in the series. Schwarzman put in an absolute shift. With rain, we made the one-stop work. We went 51 laps on the soft stint, which is insane. We also made it to Q3 using softs, so that is another awesome statistic. I should probably explain the strategy a bit, so you sort of have an idea what I'm doing. But in qualifying, we're just sort of going out, improving the setup, and we actually carry in with a soft intel that improves the pace on the softs and the qualifying trim. So then in Q2, we'll strap on the soft, so just in case we get through to Q3, we don't basically compromise our race strategy. So if we make it into Q3, we're at least still on the softs, and then we can do what we want. Schwarzman qualified 9th in front of Ocon, who actually crashed out in this race. But yes, a podium. We managed to hold off Mick Schumacher. It was quite the close-knit thing. Leclerc only just outside the points, just behind Max Verstappen. He inherited Ocon's position after he crashed out, but Charles Leclerc did crash out as well. But what a race at the Red Bull Ring. Very cheeky indeed to get a podium. And now, speaking of Red Bull and the Red Bull Ring, we now are just behind Red Bull in 4th place. Well, we're in 5th, they're in 4th in the championship. That is incredible. Bring it on. Okay, so now we do have a new sponsor offer. I can't actually remember who was here before, but we are losing Mobile as well. Who was on the rear wing? Oh, damn it, I forgot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Mobile are done in one race, and the rest probably will see us out this season. But new sponsor, let's have a look. Who's going to give us the big bucks? Target position 1st place, we probably will never achieve that, but it is paying the most up front, and that is quite a cheeky bonus. But 5th or above, we would have got that last time out, of course, but I do like the all-white finish as well. So we're going to go with total. It's 2 million with 17 races, so it's not bad at all. That's not the best sponsor deal ever, none of the 3 were. But as you see there on the rear wing, Total is the new sponsor there. I do like it, all white, no black outline. It's more the black with the white outline that looks a bit weird, but to be honest, I've gotten used to that, so it looks clean now anyway. But yeah, new sponsor. Okay, so that new engine's done. It's got a long way to improve. It's still about 75 performance off the potential, and the reliability is still 20%, so we probably won't get out in the car for the legendary Silverstone GP. But what's important for next race? So another front wing. Let's build another one. A nice quick part. There is a bit of a gap between our front wings at the moment because we've only designed one new one. So Leclerc is still using last year's front wing. We're going to go with that one. It actually adds 20. And then we're going to probably just add the 30. I don't think that's too bad at all. We'll have a quick look around, make sure it's the best thing. Yeah, let's go ahead with that. So that's going to be 6 days. That will be done by Silverstone, but I don't think the reliability will be there to use it. So, okay, so quite a big politics vote here. In points for the top 15. I don't really agree with this, especially, I mean, it will shorten the gap between 1st and 2nd. I'm going to stop trying to abstain from every vote. We're going to vote against this one. It said it won't benefit us because we are a traditional team. And to be honest, I don't really like that idea. It means, I mean, it's not bad. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it went through. But let's have a look here. And the FIA actually voted against. Wow, okay, so it actually went right down to the wire, but it is rejected. It's staying for points for top 10. I'm happy with that. So that front wing is now complete. We're doing everything in our power to get the reliability up to a competitive spec, so we can actually use it. Competitive, more like a reliable spec. And then the engine, we've got that up to 69% reliability, so it's a slight improvement on Leclerc's engine, so he's going to use that in the meantime until we can upgrade it max of its potential. And we've still got the worst engine on grid, which is dropping because it takes long to build engines. But we're going to go ahead and design a suspension here because we haven't built one this season, and it is an important part where we've dropped down to 5th on the grid in that sort of area. But to be honest, we don't have that many good parts, so let's just double check that it's actually worthwhile building one. 1602, yeah, it is. We'll just build it. It's going to be pretty much a base part, but it's got good reliability off the bat, or decent reliability off the bat, so we should be able to use it pretty soon. But let's build it. Go ahead and build that. Okay, so keeping these videos in sort of bite-sized chunks, we're going to go ahead and finish off this episode. We did 3 races this episode, but man, that was some good races. We got plenty of points, and as you can see on the standings, we are 5th in front of Alpine by 9 points and behind Red Bull by a decent chunk. So we're not really looking to push Red Bull, but if we can finish above Alpine in 5th instead of 6th, that would be amazing. We've still got a lot of work to do on the engine. If we have a quick look at the car, just to summarize, worst on grid, we knew that. Still best brakes on grid, which is fantastic. McLaren were in front of us momentarily there. We want to build another gearbox as well, but aerodynamically we are on fire. We've actually dropped to 4th from 3rd there, but we are building another suspension, so hopefully we can get back up to 3rd and in front of Alpine, which would be fantastic. But yeah, still just the blaring weakness is the engine, which hurts a lot in this mod because it's such an important part. But anyway, Source was actually 8th on the Drivers' Championship, not bad at all, and Leclerc is the top of the sort of second runners who, I mean, that's a good achievement. Obviously Verstappen's ahead of him, but only by 8 points. So yeah, overall, I'm happy with how things are going so far. McLaren have got half of Mercedes wins, and they're still leading by 9 points. You can see that between Norris and Hamilton, that gap is widening. That being said, Russell and Piastri's gap widening too, but I can sit here and talk about the standings and the season so far all day, but that's where we're going to leave it. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you're enjoying the series. Consider subscribing if you're not already. Road to 1,000 by the end of the year. Leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you next time out for Silverstone and Hungaroring and Spa-Francorchamps and maybe more. We'll see how we go, but see you then.